Bare Knuckle King. What do you want?
Been here long?
Been here a while, yeah. I wasn't very good on the front, so they sent me here. It was a drilling well before, a big abundant site. But with the war, there weren't many people left to work here, of course, so they decided to make it a prisoner of war camp. Seeing as how it's a long way from the front in the middle of nowhere, it's a good spot. For a POW camp, I guess there's worse. For us, on the other hand, it's a real pain in the ass.
You don't want to talk about your problems.
Listen, it's all real nice, gotta admit. But can you tell me how it's any of your business?
You're one of the only ones we can talk with here.
Yeah, I bet. But as for worrying about me...
You're not gonna need persuading, are you?
I'm fine. So if you're bored, go for a walk. Anything, but get out of my face, okay? Hey, the Bare Knuckle King. What do you want?
You don't want to talk about your problems.
Listen, it's all real nice, gotta admit. All right, but not about me, okay?
And? You were saying?
Huh. Got nothing to tell you. It's just horrible here. Always the same stuff to do. Always the same ugly faces. Middle of this fucking desert. I'm bored to death. First I get sent to the front, then here to watch over a bunch of guys. I never asked to be a soldier. Okay, I make some money, but it's not like I can spend it here. What's it good for?
Remember that we don't know when or even if we're going back home. And we're not making a cent. Wife back home, maybe?
Yeah. Things were good, just the two of us before the war. We were even thinking about having a kid. And then, really gets me, not being with her.
You could get a pass or something. Maybe you could get transferred.
Obvious you're not abundance. No such thing as passes. If I get sent anywhere, I'll be sent to the front. And I've seen my share of what's going down there.
There's gotta be a way.
Yeah. If I was to get declared an invalid, it's the only way.
I don't know how it works where you're from, but in Aurora, a guy does that and gets caught. Well, he's a goner.
Here too. But they can't stop me from thinking it, right? I haven't done anything wrong yet.
I could break your arm. Would that work?
You're sick? No. To get sent back home, I gotta get sick. For example, something they can't handle here. I would have liked to set it up with the doc, but if he turned me in, I could get shot.
I might come up with a way to get you out of here. Who knows?
I shouldn't have talked to you about it. If anyone finds out I want to desert, it's my ass.
Hey, Doc. You, got a minute? I have something, personal to ask you. No problem. Doctor-patient confidentiality, the basis of my profession. Get the clap? No, not that personal, actually. I got this friend here, a guard. He can't take being here anymore and he wants to go back home. You get the idea? I do, yes. He wants to get a medical discharge. Don't count on me for that. Who is it? Come on, Doc. Don't you need anything? Maybe some serum? And here I thought I was being perfectly clear. I don't fake discharges because if I get caught, I'm a dead man. Understand? Get out of here. I got better things to do than listen to that kind of bullshit. I heard you cured your little doggies. Yeah, and apparently there's no risk for the guards or prisoners. Apparently, huh? Don't you got a dog to pet somewhere? Bye. Hey, Doc. Hey, Roy. Sorry, but I'm... Okay, I'll let you... Hey, doc food. Got a moment? I need a meal that's disgusting enough to make someone sick as a dog.
Hey, you really want people to think I'm a bad cook?
No, that's not the point. Look, just between you and me, one of the guards here wants out, so...
I get it. Okay, but only because it's for you. Try and find some mildew. A fair amount. These things can make you real sick.
Mildew? Huh. Okay. I'll go get some. Thanks for that.
Won't it kill him? I mean, that stuff's poisonous.
If you give him too much, you could. So be careful.
Okay. We'll try to find some. some mildew.
Great. Give me that shit, and I'll whip up what you need. I get the impression there's a lot of it.
I don't know if this is a great idea. If we get the dose wrong, he could die.
Well, it's your call. So, do I put all of it in?
Yeah, you're right. That might be a bit much. Half should do it.
Yeah, it's ready. Watch it. The dish is hot.
That shit looks almost tasty. Thanks.
Hey, the Bare Knuckle King. What do you want?
The cook helped me whip this up. It's supposed to make you sick. Not very nice, but should get you sent back home.
You serious? But, how sick? It won't kill me, will it?
I hope not. I'd hate myself, but apparently you should only be sick for a couple of days.
Thanks, Roy. Never thought anybody would help me, let alone a prisoner. I'll eat it. Wish me luck.
Bon appetit, and, bon voyage.
Hey, Roy, what can I do for you? He's really messed up. He's in the infirmary, halfway dead.
What happened? They're not sending him home to recover?
According to the doc, he wouldn't survive the trip. Too big a risk, he'd die on the way.
Ah, shit. Poor bastard. Hope he makes it. We're almost ready to leave this hole. Go tell your guard buddy that the Dusts are gonna mutiny. That'll create a diversion.
Okay, you can count on me. Meet you back at the train?
Later, Jay.
Yes?
Come on, let's go.
We have to deactivate the transformer before leaving the power plant.
Jay and the train can't be very far now.
Well, well, Mary was right. It would seem our genius prisoner is seeking to part company with us. That would explain all of the inconveniences we've been experiencing lately. I suggest you surrender, sir. You know I cannot let you escape, and that I have the power to stop you forever.
If anybody shows up, stop them. Jay in the train.
Well, well, that would...
If anybody shows up.
We've got to go, now! We're gonna have all the camp guards on our asses after that. Damn, you killed a technomancer. I didn't think it was even possible.
Of course you can kill them. They're human beings, you know?
What are you doing? Are we going? Shouldn't we get rid of this thing? What are we gonna do with that?
It'll give us a better chance to escape.
And that's what they use for their magic? All these wires? You're gonna sell them?
Shit. Never thought I'd put these things back on.
Put them back on? Roy, what are you saying? You know how to use these things?
Yes. Now let's go.
Jay, we're here. The train ready?
Almost. Just a few more minutes, kid, and we'll be breathing trail dust.
It's not over yet, Jay. There's an entire regiment on our ass. There's no way to get this machine to go any faster.
No, Roy. Sorry. I've done my best. But I got an idea. I'll hold them off.
Don't be stupid, Jay. If you go, they'll kill you. Let's face it, I got a better chance of slowing them down than you.
You gotta be kidding. Why not just call me a fucking pussy? You keep an eye on the kid. You guys are almost family. You'd tear him up if something happened to you.
Get them!
Stay there. I'll find another way to get out. See you in Shadow Lair. Now go!
They're going to kill him, aren't they?
Yes, let's just make sure his sacrifice won't be for nothing.
Master? Master! You. How could that monster kill you? How dare he take your things? He'll pay for this, I swear. I'll hunt him to hell if I have to.
The man who saved me, and who got me involved in this unbelievable escape, had more facets to his personality than I could ever have imagined. Roy's strong, and he's brave. And he's been a true friend to me. But he has a dark side, and doesn't blink an eye when looking down on someone he's just killed. I'm lucky to be counted amongst his friends. It's when I learned he was a technomancer that he started making sense to me. His knowledge about relics, his attitude, he's different from anyone I'd ever met before. His mastery of technomancy, it sets him apart. The last pieces started coming together when I discovered he was a fugitive. That he had fled the source to escape the gilded cage of the technomancers. He risked it all to be free. If his need for freedom pushed him to escape the technomancers, a POW camp in the middle of the desert would never suit him. The journey is long. We have to avoid being recaptured by Abundance and get back behind our own lines. Aurora seems to have won the war, and both sides are demobilizing troops. We've abandoned the train, moving from one shadow line to the next, staying away from marauders. I had more than enough time to question him about his past, and what went on at the camp. What he thought of Sean and his apprentice, for example. He doesn't always answer. To be honest, he rarely does at all, but I know him a whole lot better all the same. At least I like to think so. I'm proud to know him. I hope a little of his strength rubs off on me.
You sure your parents are gonna be okay with someone like me coming around? Even if I am bringing the prodigal son back.
You'll be welcome. My parents are in the militia. I can't wait to tell them all you did for me.
Many things seem to have changed while we were away, and that includes the militia's popularity. We'll see. You were lucky enough to snag some clothes your size. That'll be more discreet than those prison uniforms, and I have the feeling this will prove useful around here.
Hey, you! Papers!
Listen, Sarge. I know how stupid it may sound, but I forgot him at home.
And you forgot your uniform, too? What the fuck is that attire?
I know this is gonna sound like science fiction to you, but I managed to escape from Abundance's prison camps.
Those bastards. They make me sick. They sure gave us hell on the battlefield. But we still took Green Hope. And where were you? Which camp? Do you happen to know Prowess Martin? Those pigs got him too. He was captured during the fights on the 12th Highway.
Prowess? Sound familiar? Yeah. I think he was kept in one of the nearby barracks.
You actually saw him before you left? How is he? I mean, he's my sister's fiancé, so, you know.
I left the camp several days ago now. The trip was a long one, but at the time he was fine.
I'm glad to hear that. My sister had no news, you know? Those Abundance bastards never let the mail through. Well, of course, you know all that already. All right, let's just say I'll let you off this once. Go. But make sure you get some legit ID.
My parents have a store in the neighborhood. They're going to flip out when they see us. believe that place is still there. A little further. The store's on the left.